Hey guys, it's Syed here. This might be a little bit different from every other video I've done before, colognes and all that, but I kind of wanted to expand my content and just try out other things. Today, I just wanted to start a little, let's play, a little series, I guess, and I just wanted to play Minecraft while talking about, a different topic each video I make. So without further ado, let's create a world. So we'll call this The Talks. I'm gonna be honest, I've never beaten Minecraft before, so let's see if we can do it in this series. All right, let's create new world. All right, so dang, we are in a friggin' iron. All right, so we spawned in a, what is this, savannah? It's been a while since I played Minecraft, so this is all pretty new. Moving on to the topic I wanted to talk about today was, why is everyone feeling so lonely nowadays? If you really think about it, we're living in a time where everybody can literally talk to anyone with just like a tap of a button. Like, we're all so connected, and it's like you can literally do anything. Like, you can literally meet someone across the world instantly. You can find someone with almost the exact same interests like you, or if not the exact same interest as you, and you can always find something to watch, to do, and you're not really, I guess, bored in a sense. But even though we have all of that, we still have a sense of loneliness in our lives. A lot of people are feeling that sense of loneliness throughout their lives, even with all of these things, like, you can talk to anybody around the world and everything. How you doing, little man? You wanna join in on the talks?
Nah, man, I'm good.
No?
I'm gonna be about my day.
Okay. Dang, I hear a skeleton. Oh, okay, we are... Yo, who does he think he is? Let's build a trusty pickaxe and an axe, because, you can never go wrong with that. Alright, we also gotta find some sheep, too. Alright, bed acquired. So now I gotta find a good spot to, build a base. I feel like everyone does this in Minecraft, You spend 30 minutes trying to find a good base instead of just building. And I feel like that can relate to life. Sometimes we spend so much time just waiting for the perfect moment rather than going and chasing it, And then because you're just waiting, you'll lose the moment, But while on this topic, I kind of want to address some differences, right? People always, or not always, sometimes get confused between the difference between being lonely, and being alone. Being lonely and being alone are both different things. I said it twice. Being alone isn't always bad. Sometimes being alone can actually be a good thing. Sometimes you just need to be by yourself. You just need a break from everything, and even just like relaxing, playing Minecraft alone, not with my friends or anything like that, can often be really good. It always allows you to decompress, so to say. Doing your own thing, playing Minecraft, building your own base, creating something that's valuable to only you, not to anybody else. But loneliness, on the other hand, is completely different. Loneliness, in my opinion, is like feeling like you don't really have someone who understands you. You could be surrounded by like a bunch of people. You have coworkers, you got your classmates, you got friends, even family, and still feel like nobody truly knows the real you. It's just about, like that feeling of disconnection, You're not really connected with anybody you think you truly know. And I think like one of the biggest reasons this is happening, because so much of our lives are just online now. I don't think technology is bad. I just want to get that out of the way before I get comments saying, yo, you're being such a hypocrite or not. No, I love technology just as much as the next guy, I'm making content, as a hobby, and I love doing it. And it's through technology. But I think we often confuse the feeling of being connected with actually connecting with somebody. Like, you can have hundreds of people on social media following you, but how many of those people truly know you? How many of those people would you actually call if you were having a bad day? How many of those people know you rather than just knowing your name? And I feel like social media definitely plays a role into this. See, that is perfect right there. Because every day we're constantly seeing everyone's best moments. People traveling, people getting into relationships, People achieving big milestones in their life, and just people showing off their big success. And then you look at your own life and you start comparing. You start thinking, why am I not there yet? Why does everyone seem happier than me? But the truth is, in my opinion, you're comparing your normal life to someone's highlight reel. Nobody really posts the bad days. Like, think about it. How many social media people do you know really post their bad days, their true bad days? All right, we're gonna set the spawn point here. We're gonna take a quick nap. Look at that sunset, bro. What is not to appreciate? That. All right, so we're gonna make the sunrise on the count of 3. 1, 2, there you have it. We just made the sunrise. But like I was saying before, like, everybody struggles, right? Nobody's truly perfect, so to say. Like, trust me, I love watching like my favorite creators. They don't really post their bad days. They always post their good days. Maybe they do have struggles and they do have bad days, but they're just better at hiding it. You never know. You never truly know what someone's going through, in my opinion. Even I've had moments where I've been around people and still felt alone. Like, I've had moments where I wanted to reach out, but I overthought it, And I think that's something that happens to a lot of people, and I think a lot of people can relate to that. Sometimes we want connection, but we're afraid to make the first move. We think maybe they don't want to talk to us, maybe what if they don't care? What if I bother them? But the funny thing is, there's probably another person thinking that exact same thing. The person you're overthinking of trying to talk to is probably thinking the same thing about you. All right, so I'm thinking of setting my base here. That lava portal looks good for a future speedrun type of obsidian portal. Just look how beautiful this is. We got jungle, birch, savanna, bit of oak. We got a bunch of animals. This has got potential. I think we're gonna settle right here, because in my opinion, you're truly settled when you craft the stone tools. All right, let's get that furnace going, because we are running low on food. I think probably like not here, because there is a cave down there. Maybe like somewhere like right there. That seems like an amazing place for a base. I just want to state for a fact I'm not that good of a builder, so please bear with me. Boom, we built the foundation of our first ever house in Minecraft. Alright, so let's get our stuff to move in. Our house, it definitely is a work in progress, but hopefully in this series I can get better, at building. Alright, let's move in. Get rid of the grass, because, we gotta mow the lawn, Boom. There we go. We have fortified our base. As you guys can see, we have built our base. Might not look much, but it is what we did so far. Another reason why I think loneliness is becoming so common nowadays is because life is just different now, A lot of friendships used to happen naturally, You met people because you were around people. You used to talk to your neighbors, you play outside, you join activities, you went places and just happened to meet people. Now, it's easier than ever to stay at home. You can work from home, you can order anything you want through apps like Uber, DoorDash, Grubhub, and you can entertain yourself for hours rather than going to a movie theater. Like, you got Disney Plus, you got so many streaming services nowadays that I think it was at one point threatening the entire movie theater industry. I think this will look real good for the roof. Alright, final touches. We have officially made our Minecraft base and our survival series. Look at that. Look how beautiful this looks. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. This does not look beautiful. Nah, it looks amazing. Alright, so we're going to go scavenge for wood to try and make charcoal for some torches to light up our base. But as I was saying, even though it's probably been the easiest time in our lives to stay home and not leave our house, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes the things that well, that sucks. Oh man, they blew in my bed. I'm sorry, sheep, but I have to do this. Another sunrise on a very devastated site. All right, before my house got exploded, what I was trying to say was that, sometimes the things that make life easier also removes some of the moments where connection really happens. So what do we actually do about loneliness? I don't think the answer is deleting your phone, you know? I don't also think the answer is avoiding technology completely. I think it's just being more intentional, you know, reaching out to people. This is truly a sad sight to see. Alright, so the house is looking alright. I'm still a little devastated. It's like a freaking plane crashed in here, bro. But while you reach out to people, you know, start conversations with them, you know, join communities, join clubs at your local school, find people who share your true interest, not on the screen, but in real life. And don't be afraid to be the person who makes the first move, because friendships don't usually start or happen from one big moment. They're built from small moments over time. Trust me, me and my best friends and the friends I've made didn't become friends through some big moment. It was through meeting over time, building small moments, which led to us being friends and being best friends. Like what I'm talking about, like a conversation, a random memory, a simple, hey, how you doing? At the end of the day, though, I don't think people are looking for hundreds of friends. I think people just want a few real friends who really understand them. People they can laugh with, people who they can, you know, be themselves around. And maybe that's why loneliness feels so common today. You know, because everybody wants connection, but everyone is waiting for someone else to start. Anyway, that's just something I've been thinking about. In the next video, I'm going to try to have this house completed, you know. I'm gonna do some mining off camera, but I'm really curious what you guys think. Do you think people are actually being lonelier today, or do you think loneliness has always existed and we're just talking about it more now? Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.